Welcome to our channel Be Always Learner. Today we are going to understand the signals and system basic concepts. So signals are defined as which carries information. In simple words we can say like this. A signal is a function of time. Like हम कह सकते हैं कि F is a force on some mass and V out is a output voltage of some circuit and P is the acoustic pressure at some point. So these are the functions which are having information at certain instant of time. Means here we are having certain independent variable and this is dependent variable. The notation is like this, that F is a function of something, V out is a function of something, and P is some function of something. The whole signal, or we can say the function. Say for example, the F is stands for the force and T here is going to represent the time, and at some point 1, point 2 we are going to measure the V out, and at some point of time we are going to measure the pressure. So it is going to refer to a certain value at a time 1 and 1.2 and t plus 2 respectively. For times we usually use the symbols t, tau and t1. So here we are able to understand the signals and the representation. Here we are having certain graphical representation, say p is certain variable, right, and t is time in millisecond. So it is the signal p which is going to vary with respect to time. So it means that signal is having certain information, and where p is a dependent variable, the dependent variable on time, and here time is a independent variable. So these are the certain examples or of real signals. Real signals are AM radio signals, FM radio signals, cable TV signals. We are watching every time the TV, so TV is having a signal, and audio signal whenever we are recording and listening the music and listening any kind of news and on radio and just speaking something. And video signals are another kind of signals. Ethernet signals, 10 BT and Ethernet signals, and telephone signals are the signals. So these are the real examples of the signal, and generally we can say that these signals are not having any fixed value. They are varying in nature, or we can say they are random in nature. We do not know the value of these signals at next instant of time. Here, as we are going to say, the signals carries information. Say here we are having the Stokes signals. So Stokes signals are having information related to variation of price of a share. So that is having that kind of information. Data files. Say we are recording certain data, and that is having the information related to data storage. Another is transmit waveform. We are transmitting waveform from one sending end to the receiving end. So we are transmitting a signal from one end to the another end, right? So this is xt, where x is a independent variable, sorry, x is a dependent variable, 10t is the independent variable. So these are the certain signals. Now we are having systems in our hand. A system transforms input signals into output signal. Say for example, we are having certain signal input to the system, right? So this is the system we are having, and this is the input to the system if it is function of time, and we are having certain output. Say output is going to represent by yt. So it means the system is going to transform certain input signal to the output signal, right? Say we can say that yt is equal to xt. It means this is the exact replica of the input. So it means this is identity kind of system. So a system is a function mapping the input signal into the output signal. Say we can say that y is equal to yt is equal to a x of t. It means we are going to attenuate, amplify and scale the input to the output side. Means we are mapping the input to the output side. Now we concentrate on the systems with one input and one output. So it means we can say that this is single input and single output system. So this kind of system जो हमने अभी ऊपर बनाया है, this is a CISO system. It is having a single input and single output system. So the notations y is equal to su means the system S acts on the input signal u to produce an output signal y. So we can read it like this. So this is the block diagram. We are just go through that we are having a system, right? And the system is represented by the S, input is represented by u, and y is a certain output. The system often denoted by the block diagram, and boxes denote the system's arrow, right? Systems, and arrow shows the input and the output. So this is going to show the direction of the signal flow, right? Now we are having a certain example for the system, like we are having y as a output, u as a input, and a is a coefficient to the input. It means this input we are going to map on this output. So it means if I am going to say it is an amplifier, it means value of a is greater than 1. If I am going to say it is an attenuator, it means value of a is less than 1. And if it is inverting, it means value of a is less than 0. And if a scale a is called to be as a scale factor, and it is going to represent in the block diagram form, like if u is the input, right, we are multiplying the input with the gain a, then it is represented as a output by y. So the representation can be made in the circle form also, that we are going to give the input and we are having the output. So overall representation from this slide, we are aware that yt is equal to a and ut, a into ut. So this is the representation from this slide we are having. Now the system and signal means system and signal, it means we are going to model a physical world in a mathematical form or mathematical functions. So like LRC circuits we are having, so we can form in the mathematical equations form, and then we can have our input and we can have the output. So that mathematical form is generally the differential equation. So this is the example that we are having a LRC circuit. So we are having certain current from this side, and the current is going to divide in the different components from this end. So we can say that current I is a combination of 1 current, 2 current and 3 current. So this is I C, this is I R, and this is I L. So these are the combinations of the current when I is going to flow from the input side, right, and it is going to divide into further 3 parts. So we can form this kind of circuit if we know the equation and the vice versa also. LRC represented by the mathematical equations, that is ordinary differential equation, as in the previous equation this one is, and the no sampling means this is the continuous domain signal. and Vt is a mathematical function. This Vt is a mathematical functions. So we can sometime it is going to act like a load also. So the signal and systems examples, one more is there, that we are in this particular block circuit, we are having the different combinations of current. As far as the circuit is concerned, the current is divided into next three parts. Now here we are having the force F, which is divided into further parts, that is into the mass, right? Then this friction part and this spring part. So in the same way, we are having three summation of the forces, and here we are having summation of the current. And if we are having all these combinations, we can directly transform this into this particular circuit if we are going to know this differential equation. So here we are having the representation of current into different component, or dividing the current into different component. Here we are dividing the force into the different components. So in the same way, we can represent the vocal anatomy block diagram into this particular representation. So this is the block diagram representation of a given system. So it means we are having a signal at every stage of time. It means any kind of physical system can be represented into the block diagram and system representation with the flow of signal. Now we are having two category of the signal. One is the continuous signal and another is discrete time signal. If we are talking about the continuous signal, it means the signal which has the information at every instant of time. At every instant of time, the signal is having information. You can just see at every instant of time we are having the information. But in case of discrete time signals, we are having the information at fixed interval of time. This is the time and this is the information. This is the time, this is the information. This is the time, this is the information. Or we can say this is the time and this is the amplitude or the impulse of the signal. This is the time and this is the impulse of the information, and so on. We are having the information. In the same way, we can understand that this is the continuous time domain signal and this is the discrete time domain signal. It means that is continuously varying of this variation of the signal with respect to time. Here we are having the value of x at different instant of time. So another example that you are familiar with, the digital player and the recorder. We are having the information in the analog form like this, and we are going to convert this analog information with the AD converter into the digital form. Then we process that to get the better output, and then here we are having the information in the digital form, then we convert into the analog form, and so on. So this is the fundamental representation of signal and system. So hope you like it. So please subscribe and share the channel.